And as we have seen, again, picking up from sustainability, a lot of NFPs who are working at very minute margins, they had big asset books, they had big, large asset base, a decade ago, but they have been using assets to, fund operating expenditures, and which means they're depleting assets, but they are now, under very limited cash flow, and cash flow is a challenge for many large and small providers. And just today morning we heard about one of the large disability providers in New South Wales went to voluntary administration. They were supporting 1,500 plus participants. And how the state government is preempting those conversations? Is there any task force towards preempting those conversations with? There are many providers. You can pick and choose. You can see their balance sheets. You can clearly see in the last 5 years that's what has happened. So is there a task force going proactively to them? If you will fall tomorrow, there are 500 lives dependent on you. So if you stop operating what you're delivering services because you're not financially viable, are we thinking on those lines? Is there any task force around that?
Look, there is. And this is something that all the states are united in again, and we've got agreement with the Commonwealth. We have been asking for the financial modelling that underpins the NDIS for some time, because the Commonwealth have had this view that the expenditure against the scheme has just been at an increasingly rapid rate. So there's this anxiety about where does it all end? We've also had a lot of people, particularly with high needs, rolling into the scheme in the last few months, really, here in Western Australia. So it builds a little bit of a peak of activity, which we think will even out. But until we actually access the financial data from the Commonwealth, we're not in a position to make an informed judgment about that. So we've got agreement from the Commonwealth that data is coming across, and all states will be looking at that data very, very keenly to understand what the assumptions are behind it.